If she didn't care that a pear could make an apple pie better than her, I'm sure Granny Smith wouldn't have cared if the secret ingredient was a pear. Um, this comic is a really good example of the difference between the comics and the show. Watch The Perfect Pair, the episode, and then read this comic, and the absolute lack of any warmth or love or care that goes into these comics. You see it all in that episode in A Perfect Pair. You don't see any of it here. And that's probably the best way to contrast the comics from the show, because The Perfect Pair is probably like the best episode of MLP, and this comic is just, it's like a sequel, blah blah blah. Yeah, oh, this whole arc of comics is a sequel to, yeah, and this is the perfect example, the perfect illustration of how not caring, or how little the writers of this cared compared to the writers of the show. This was not really anything. They make a pie. It doesn't have the right ingredients. Love turns out to be a pear. Not actual love. Not like care for your family, something like that. It was just a pear. This sucked. It was meh. It wasn't anything offensive. It sucked. I'd rather go watch the episode than ever read this comic ever again.